also add one thing that just came to my mind, just a little upgrade I think you can do. You've done amazing at, it's like, let me quickly switch tabs, please. I hate Zoom notifications here. You've done an amazing job using these patterns, right, that you have. However, I would say we can, like, you tested different outfits and like different locations. I would go a step further because ideally we try to make it more repeatable. Right now, the only thing that we figured out that we can switch out is the outfit, right? This pattern works as long as she's having the same text, the same location. We can have different shirts with like cartoon characters. That's kind of like the pattern. We can do different videos with different characters. Cool. I would be a bit more chaotic, and I would be a bit more experimental with the split testing. So when we look at this type of video, right? This, or let's take the original one, or the one that blew up the most. If we see this, we already split test the location and the cartoon shirt, correct? Not anything else. We kind of kept the same. We had gay neighbor once, but yeah, the text pretty much stayed the same, correct?
True. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would really, when we have these type of patterns, like I don't want to say exercise, that sounds weird, but I would have this kind of system where we sit down and we look at all the possible ways we can adapt that. So just like as a live demonstration, if this was my video, I would look down and say, okay, we have, one sec, let me actually visualize that. We have the text, okay. We have the text, the location, the outfit, and her acting. That's like the four main things, and the sound as well. One sec. It's like this blowjob sound. Okay, let me actually write that down. I just need to write that down on my phone so I don't forget. One sec. But I really want to demonstrate that. So we have the text, we have the outfit, we have the location, we have the acting, and we have the sound, which is a virality element. Cool. And for every single one of those components, I'm trying to figure out how can we do that in a different way? So for the text, how can we use the same text but just make it? How can we do the? Sorry, I'll start again. Sorry, my brain works faster than my speaking sometimes. How can we do this text in 20 different variations, but it's still the same joke? Okay, we can have, for example, gay neighbor. Like we change the person. You already did that. We can change the person she's showing to. We can change. Instead of gay bro, we can say when the bro who's playing League of Legends needs to figure out if he's really gay. Haha, funny, right? So we can change instead of kind of so let me think. Okay, gay neighbor, gay teacher, gay Uber driver. We can then have different locations that fit it, right? That would be a thing. If we change when your gay Uber driver does it and she records a video in an Uber, right? Cool. If that also works, okay, let's try when the gay receptionist at the hotel needs to figure out whatever. We do it in a hotel. If we see that still works, now we have 50 more variations of the same reel, and now we get the engagement because it's something new every time. That would be one thing. That's just the text. And you can sit down for 30 minutes, brainstorm. Outfit the same. We have cartoon characters. We can have one in like a cosplay that we try out. We can have one maybe in laundry, would be too sexual, but all the different outfits that we see can work for her. This glittery dress, maybe, right? We can try a bunch of shit. For the location, again, this is what I mentioned before. We can have a McDonald's, an Uber, a public setting, right? We can have a different person in there. We know for AI content, other people work well. We can have a different person kind of just standing here on the side. We can only see their arms. Or we can have her making sexual poses, like her doing the deed or lifting up her top. So if one sec, let me actually see my camera for a sec. This worked super well for one of our creators once that, and you're not going to hear me, but instead of just the sexual noise, she does this. One sec. Like lifting up her top, but you can't see anything, but you know she's lifting up her top, which is like the classic in like this type of content style. Cool. Then again, this is just the outfit. So the next thing we have is the location, sorry. Then we have the acting, okay? She can kind of do what she's doing right now. She can do like blowjob hat movement. She can kind of lift up her top. So again, there's 5 variations. And for the sound as well, there's sexual sounds like the gak gak type of thing. You can also have like this type of sound. You can have like a more type of sound. I'm sorry, I'm drifting away. But you get what I mean. So now for every element of the video, we have probably 5 variations that would be worth trying. And since we want to keep like we want to just change one element at the time. So if we do a different text, everything else should be like it was before. That's at least 25 new video variations that fundamentally change one element of the video. But every single one of those has the potential to now be a repeatable pattern.